Hello everyone, welcome back to Showcase. Now, maybe you're one of those very few as I mean probably 5, devoted followers of the White, that choose no covenant at all, are in it strictly for the embers and the jolly cooperation. Well, you may be. Probably not. But anyway, maybe you want to go for that kind of set. Maybe you want that mindset. So you got the proper armor, but now what's the proper weapon they would wield? Well, something probably blunt and heavy. You know, because using blades is unethical. You should bash your heads in instead. So we'll use the Mace. Pretty bland. Pretty stagnated. It's a blunt instrument. You use to clobber enemies in the face, because that's so much better than using a blade on them, apparently. Never really understood that reasoning behind that, but no matter. Mace is a very no, I wouldn't say heavy, but a blunt weapon. Or it's an iron hammer, designed for use in battle. A common weapon for clerics. This bladeless strike weapon is effective against most foes, and can even break the guard of a shield, which we'll be testing later. This skill, Perseverance, assume an unfaltering stance of prayer to temporarily boost poise, damage reduction while activated. And some heavy weapons do share this skill, which I'll test later, but we'll see about that. Now, in terms of how it looks, I don't know, it's just a plain mace. Looks like the plain historical version of a mace, except it's two-handed, and it's a bit larger than the historical version. Otherwise, looks pretty much identical. Has a very nice braided handle, like, you know, metallic handle, aside from where you actually grip. Yeah, very nice looking indeed. Now, the stats. Looking at this weapon, we see we got pretty decent physical, slightly above average for a beginner weapon. Moving down to attribute bonus, and we got something wonderful. For a beginner weapon, there's a C in strength for attribute bonus. There's a E in dexterity for some reason, but oh well. Attribute requirements are very low, almost no dexterity, and just a little bit of strength. Now the Perseverance only costs 9 FP, which is very low, and the weight is also low for what it is. So all in all, it's a pretty good looking weapon, like in terms of stat-wise. I like these numbers here. I think this could turn out to be pretty darn good in my book. Now on the animations. For the basic attack, well, you flail around like a crazy person with all your strength. Pretty fast. The power attack version, well, you slam into the ground like a crazy maniac. This is a weapon for clerics, right? Mildly fast. 200 version of the, you just again flail around like a crazy maniac, just slightly faster. The crazy maniac crashing into the ground. Almost the same speed, I'll be honest, from the looks of it. The special move, well, Perseverance only activates for a few seconds. You can do it one-handed or two-handed, doesn't really matter. The sprint attack, well, smash into ground. Get the idea. Okay, the upgrade path of this weapon. You can see we get, it's okay, 11 more points for the basic damage and 9 for the bonus. You can see it goes to 12, and the game with the bonus get 9. So it's, and you get the idea. It kind of jumps between 11 and 12, and 9 for the bonus. However, on the, I'm going to be upgrading it now with large Titanite shards. I accumulated so much, trying to get the plain ones. So I'll be taking a bit farther now, from at least going through the large Titanite section. And we see here that the attribute bonus for dexterity is ended. So it does not look like we'll be ever getting at the D. It's unfortunate. But for the large Titanite shards, you can see you can get quite a bit more damage out of it. However, for Titanite chunks, those things are hard to farm and expensive. I will not be taking it any farther. The review should pretty much give you an idea if you want it or not with this weapon. But otherwise, it has a very strong, well, upgrades going forward. Now, for the performance, I had to fight more stronger enemies since upgrading further. So that's why I chose to fight this bigger guy. Now, if I was any good at dodging, this would be a bit smoother. But I classify this as something like kind of like a medium-sized enemy. But he's the first one I fight here. We can see we can do plenty of damage. Plenty indeed. Now, against small guys, I almost just may kill him in one hit. Well, almost one hit. So yes, they didn't stand a chance at all. But the real reason I came specifically here is for that fella right there. Now, we'll just do this before he hits me. Punch him. That punch actually hurts a little bit. Now, I want to get... Oh, this thing is such a short weapon. Is one of the cons of this weapon. Short. Now, let's see. That's all power attacks. Oh, almost. 3 power attacks got through. Now, I want to try normal attacks. I'll double handle it. Let's go in. 1, 2... Oh, just 2 normal attacks? Maybe his stamina doesn't come back, but man, he took massive damage. That is extremely effective. Very. That's more effective than I thought it would be. Very impressive. Now, against a larger opponent, we'll see how it does. Now, I do have this upgraded, but you can see with my follow-up attacks, oh, he's got a shield up. However, it does not work against unnaturally large shields, as we see there. My mace ricocheted right off it. But damage-wise, it's quick enough and more powerful enough to get the job done. Now, for the special move, I did go back to our Knight in Shining Armor, and we can see that this eliminates a lot of damage, only taking a quarter of the damage that I was taking earlier. So, if you're not very good at dodging, you could rely on this somewhat, but then again, if you're not good at dodging and have much health as I am, you need to get better at it. I also got a backstab in, finally. That was hard. Although the damage wasn't that great. Only 450? Most of my other blades did that without me, you know, upping out those upgrades on those weapons. But anyway, on to the pros and cons. On the pro side, we've got a lot of damage. We also got a relatively quick weapon, too. Also, it can get through those shields very easily. It got through a great shield in 2 to 3 hits. Imagine what it does for a plain shield. Also, the special move is quite effective and quick. Against PvP, it would actually be pretty handy, actually. Now, onto the con side, we've got a relatively short weapon. This weapon is short. Second, even if you use this in PvP, using it might be hazardous because it's the moves are easily telegraphed. They're very plain. But I think that's the only 2 true cons in this weapon. Yeah. Pretty much. So in conclusion, this weapon's pretty darn good against the enemy. Maybe I wouldn't take it to PvP because of its simplicity. But still a very effective weapon. I wasn't expecting it to be so effective. That's one thing I like about Showcase. It gives me an excuse to try every weapon. At least effectively. But with this weapon, I can easily take it to the end of the game, and I probably can kill some endgame bosses with this thing. At least in the first playthrough. I'm not so sure about the second playthrough. Haven't got there yet. Mainly because of this damn series I'm doing. It's like in the first playthrough. But no matter. I thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care out there.